I'm Casey Kasem, counting them down for you. Oh, scratch that. I want to start over.
Who are you?
My name's Daniel Allison. I'm the average dude. I panicked when we went live. This is the first time I've ever done this, Freddie.
Now, do that again, because I feel like your impersonation was pretty spot on.
Do you remember Casey Kasem?
Yeah, man.
Like okay, here we go. Everybody get ready. I'm Casey Kasem. Wait a minute.
Hey, you know what we're on right now?
What are we on?
First Sip, live at 7:55. Happens every Monday through Friday. You are the greatest streaming host known to man, Danny, the average dude Allison, who can do many, many voices. And I am merely a co-host, Freddie W. Blanton, and thank God it's Monday.
First sip of coffee for the average dude. That's going to help me with my voices later.
It should.
Oh, baby. It's the discipline to wait for that first sip of coffee that does it for me every single morning, Freddie Blanton.
Did you listen to Casey Kasem?
I did. I had a friend. The reason that I started doing Casey Kasem, I had a friend. I had one little tiny friend way back in the day. And his name was Mike Morgan. But Mike was a great basketball player and a great singer. He could sing anything. And he would impersonate Casey Kasem. And then he would sing Boys to Men. You remember that song? The Boys to Men group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would be like, I'm Casey Kasem, counting them down for you every week. Coming in at number 3, Boys to Men. And I will always love you. Something like that. And then I would.
Now, what would he do?
Now, he would sing. If you would, go ahead. Now, you please take the first, but tomorrow we're going to sing to start the show. That would be totally different. And we might even get new bus riders. Can you imagine?
Because of our voices, highly unlikely. What are we doing here?
What are we doing? We're getting our mind right because we've got great people that are going to go into the workday with us, no matter what you're doing. Get your mind right. It's Monday. It's the dude. It's Fred. We must get our minds right. Aaron Jacobitz is on the bus. Does he have his mustache or not right now? What's your call?
He has continued. No. I think he's clean shaven right now.
I think so too.
Yeah.
How about Joe?
Joe
the Giant. Joe the Giant from Friday. That was a lot of fun. Bringing in a regular bus rider, bringing in our boy from F3, and I thought that was good. I thought that Chris did a really good job, didn't you?
Yeah, he's got a cool story. I mean, we knew Joe was going to be good. Joe's solid.
Joe's good every day. Joe's good every single day. You look like you've been pumping some iron. You feeling pretty good too, aren't you?
Yeah, I feel good. And as a matter of fact, our boy Chris Turnbuckle was at D1 this morning for the 5 a.m. class, along with your boy Freddie.
I love it. He's got a young family. He's got one on the way, and he keeps getting in the gym. He keeps pushing it, and we see him at F3 too. And I tell you, you're pushing on the weights, and that's motivating because I work with you doing this. Of course, I see you quite a bit, and I can tell the difference. So that's always motivating as someone that's not pushing as hard as someone else. You see the difference?
Yeah, might light a little fire.
It might. We'll see what happens. But it's funny because there's different levels. Even if we're going to F3, even if we're working out, there's intensity, and that intensity controls really the results. So maybe we can turn up the intensity and get some more results. I'm whistling and got the song The Right Stuff. The Right Stuff. The right stuff. Was that good? Did I do good?
It was great.
Hey, there's Metal Man Matt. Speaking of great, come to Spartanburg, dude. It seems like forever since I've seen Metal Man. There's Julie Todaro. I'm sorry. It's Todaro.
Yeah. I do like Toreto though.
And in my mind, once I started doing that, I really just kind of messed it up. Hey,
yo.
What's on your mind this morning? We got to get everybody's minds right. Let's talk about some positive things. Let's talk about some life things. Let's talk about mindset. It's Mindset Monday, Fred. What you got?
So here's what I was thinking about. It is Monday, so we got the entire week to think about a couple of things. Now, we're all in business. We're pushing. We're grinding. We're trying to figure out where we need to be and who we need to see.
Ooh, yes.
So my first thought was, this week, we have to identify the rooms we need to be in or the people we need to be in front of.
I like it.
If you can't figure that out, we got a problem.
If I'm in sales and I'm selling HVAC equipment, I need to be in the room with people that are buying HVAC equipment, that have HVAC equipment.
Yeah, you probably don't want to be calling on outdoor nurseries.
That's right. That's right.
That's a bad room. And then so once you figure out what room you want to be in, who is the right person to be in front of? Because what can happen there, Danny? Just because you're in the room, what can happen?
Well, it's I always, when I draw out a little diagram of an office building, it's always the same. If I'm walking into Bobcat, or if I'm walking into Waldrop Mechanical, or we're walking into wherever we're walking into, there'll be some people up front, and then the boss man usually gets the corner office. And that boss man is protected by all those other people because everybody wants to be in the room with him. And of course, that's the decision maker. It may not be the boss of the whole, but that person is who we want to talk to, because that person is who's really making the decision. That's who we really need to connect with.
Yeah. And then, so once we identify this, we have to understand, as salespeople, business owners, entrepreneurs, we may have to make a sacrifice to get in that room. It may be a sacrifice of time. It may be a sacrifice of money, but don't think it's going to be easy. It's going to be harder than you expect, and you may have to sacrifice something. Have you ever run into that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Getting into the room, let me just kind of, when I hear get into the room, where my mind immediately goes is that is sales, right? Like, you absolutely must be thinking about getting in the room. And that is what the strategy is about. That's what the proximity is about. That's why I am such a big, that's why I talk about it and like talking about it so much. So you're putting your finger on the thing. And yes, sacrificing to get that proximity, whatever it takes. Maybe it's a connection within the company. Maybe it's where does that person go to eat themselves. I've got to be around it, whatever it takes.
Yep.
I've got a story for you.
Oh, I would love to hear it.
I went to the Cracker Barrel when I was my first sales job. We would go to the Cracker Barrel every single morning, just about, and they have biscuits and sit there, and he knew all the weights that back then I would eat a ton of biscuits. I don't know how I did that. All those biscuits. Hey, we went to that same Cracker Barrel. It's where me and you went, right there on the business. Yeah. Okay. So I was in there one day, and he said, "Hey, there's a business owner 2 tables back." This is the way that he used to do me. He's like, "I hear him talking about something. You need to go over there and introduce yourself." And
so immediately, did your heart start pumping? And you?
Oh my gosh! Well, he was the kind of person. I mean, at that point, I was a young man. He was about our age, you know, and he
Who were you with?
I was with a guy named Chris Martin is his name.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but he told me, he was like, hey, you need to go over there and you need to introduce yourself to those guys. And so I knew that he was right. I mean, here we are. Think about it. I have a business owner who is talking. We could overhear, and he heard him saying something about his phone system. They're making a change. So he knew, well, this is a good person to talk to.
Yeah.
And I'm his salesperson. So in lieu of going back to the office, now getting on the phone and trying to talk to people, there's somebody right there. But he taught me a valuable lesson. I went over, it actually went really good, right? I don't remember that we did anything, but they didn't shut me down.
Yeah.
But to me, that's sales, right? It's an opportunity to be in the room because it's right there in front of you.
And you know what you sacrificed?
What?
Comfort.
I like that. Yeah. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to make an ask maybe that you don't want to, right? I mean, we talk about making an ask. Maybe the ask is, hey, do you think he has? I've done it before. You go in on a call and if you go in with the expectation, look, they're probably not going to let you see this person very often. You may not be able to get back to them, but you can still ask, right? Do you think there's any chance? That's how I used to always say, do you think there's any chance that he would mind if I came back there and said hello while we're here? How about you? Anything comes to mind when you talk about the rooms to be in?
You know, I'm glad that you brought up that story, because my next thing was, so you get in the room, you may have to sacrifice. You have to be able to create value for the people in the room. And you knew the value of what you were selling. So there was no lag. There was no lack of confidence. Once you got over the sacrifice of comfort, you're in the zone because you could create the value.
That's right. Man, I'm glad you brought this up. When you trust yourself, you trust your product, you trust your service. I call that the trust parachute. All I need to do is get in the doggone room and talk about what it is that I know, what it is that's true to me. If you think you've got to think of all these word tracks, we talked about the golf swing on Friday, thinking about all these different things that I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be like that. Well, that's just more consternation. Now I'm more scared about what's going to happen. At the end of the day, I've got a product or service. I believe in my company. I believe in Bobcat. I know that I'm going to answer the phone. I'm ready to just get in the room and have a conversation about the truth of all the facts, the competition's out there, the whole deal. But I believe in myself, and I want to be in that room. I want to be in that room.
Yeah. And at that point, you've shown them that you can create value. All you have to do is follow up and close. Very simple for a Monday morning. And that's what I wanted today. It's Monday. Let's start with the basics. Identify the room or the person. Understand you may have to make a sacrifice. Bring the value. Make it obvious. Follow up. Close.
I love it. Let's see what these folks say. I've got Julie Todaro. So easy. Todaro.
Todaro. Yes. Oh, welcome to the show, Jules Todaro.
Hey, it is easy. It is easy. I just started saying it wrong because I missaid it the first time. That's my excuse. Hey, look here. Gary must be having trouble on LinkedIn, and I've been thinking about Gary. He just got back from vacation, so that explains it. We missed you last week, Gary. We actually invited you on Friday with Joe. So we figured you might be out of pocket. Hey, one more comment here, and then I'm going to let you close us out. The right fit clients must have the right stuff. Need to ask the right questions. That's right. Expand your network. Be humble. Nice song too. Don't find value in what you sell, rather how you provide those solutions and services. That's right. You are the difference maker. Speaking of difference makers, hallelujah. And a massive Monday to you folks. You remember this guy, JK?
Absolutely.
I'm so glad to see him back on the bus. I know he's been traveling, doing some cool things. So great to see him. Hey, final thought, Freddie, on this Monday. I love it. Back to the basics. That was one of the things on my mind too.
So here's the deal. Throughout the week, starting today, know your skill and value and have the confidence to initiate, follow up, and close the deal.
A deal. Hey, what if we all close the deal this week? Wouldn't that be cool?
I have no other option.
Let's go. Let's go. See y'all. Bye-bye. Let's roll.